Toronto, Canada. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and our home team. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 78 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw a little bit to open up things and maybe run a little bit more later in the game.
Now what a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Center's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yeah, not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Your Cox on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. The Rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 20.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Well, not automatic joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, 49ers 3.
Second and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
We're there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Darnell Mooney. His out in front. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The ball
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
49ers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people are focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. Across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run on 1st down. Hodge, and he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 25.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First throw now for the backup Trubisky. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
George Kittle. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
On 3rd down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second and goal, Trubisky. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 31-24, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 31-28, the final score. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down, Hodge, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hodge, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Henry Ruggs with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
1st and 10.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Made by Monte Nicholson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after they catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Jason Sanders.
His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Sanders set to kick off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Welcome back to Toronto. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 44, Wilson.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that 1st down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And 3.
Now Wilson, flush to his right. And he's caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
The kicker.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So Russell Wilson in the offense, down by 10, 1:47 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line.
2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Henry Ruggs, 64 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A very quick pass to Woodward. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.